We are going to have one. This is a dusty bottle that's been sitting on the graveyard section of my bar. It actually has dust on it. It feels right though. That it has
good. Yeah,
it's like with the name Old Overholt. It kind of feels right to have that dusty bottle there.
That's right.
And it's not because I didn't like it or anything like that. It's just because, like I said, it's in my graveyard of bottles, and every once in a while we'll go into the graveyard, and I'll find one that I'm like I haven't had in quite a few times because they just get lost over there, and I'm like, oh, we haven't done this on the podcast, and and it'd be nice for us to talk about it. This is the Old Overholt. 11 years straight rye whiskey. So it's 11. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
It's a long time.
Born in PA, made in Kentucky. Non-chill filtered, coming in at 46.3% alcohol, 92.6 proof. Let's do a quick read on this. Not much here. Age 11 years, strictly limited. In 1810, Abraham Overholt began distilling rye whiskey in western Pennsylvania, an area widely considered the birthplace of American rye. In honor of our 210th anniversary, we have released a limited quantity of our straight rye whiskey, patiently aged in Warehouse E. The rare and limited 11-year-old Overholt is a truly unique spirit worth savoring. Okay, John, you have anything you want to say on this while I'm pouring it, or what?
Yeah, I was reading up on it because I'm going to be honest, I never heard of this before.
Okay.
And it seems that this was, like you had mentioned, it was produced in Pennsylvania at one time in the 1800s and 1900s. 1800s and 1900s. And eventually, I guess, Jim Beam kind of got a hold of it and took it over.
All right.
And starting around between 2020 and 2023, it says Jim Beam began revitalizing many of their neglected brands, collectively known as the Olds, which would be Old Grandad,
okay,
Old Crow,
okay,
and Old Overholt. Yeah, it seems like they're trying to get these, older ones back into play.
And of course, they have to add old to it, right?
Old,
so
yeah, I mean, it's a really old brand
yeah,
that they're revitalizing and bringing back.
This one in particular was bottled in 2009. Distilled in 2009, bottled in 2020. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, there you go. 2020, 2023 is when, yeah. And apparently these were huge, popular brands back in the day during Prohibition, World War II, and blah, blah, blah. There's a lot here about this that we won't go into. But what I read, what was interesting, is the old original recipe used a little bit more corn than the Beam recipe does now.
Why wouldn't they just
keep
it?
Means?
Yeah, why don't I kind of like then don't call Old Overholt then.
Right.
Call it something else.
Call it Jim Beam.
Yeah, yeah, because to me, once you change something, and when people want to have that authentic taste, and you're not really getting that authentic taste that they're supposed to. Who knows? Maybe it's a minuscule difference. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, maybe it was a little cheaper to do it this way, so that they can put out these bottles back again. Maybe it's the only way they can get these bottles out of here. But
yeah, as far as pricing goes, I'll be honest with you. I don't remember what I paid. It's been in the graveyard for some time now, I can't recall. It's probably been there for. I mean, if you see it was bottled in 2020, so. Doesn't mean I bought it in 2020. It could have been sitting on a shelf for a couple of years too, but it's still, a little older. So, but it's cool. Have it on a shelf.
It's a really dark color.
Yeah, it's got dark color.
Right.
I would call that a solid medium, maybe medium, slightly dark. Solid medium, I think.
Okay. There's not much legs going.
No, not much legs. Yeah, a little bit. The more I twirl it and swirl it and all that fun stuff, but. Let's get a nose. Okay.
It smells a little fruity to me, like a little.
I'm almost getting more bourbon notes than rye notes on this, though, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm getting some of that spice, but nothing overpowering, I guess.
Very nutty too.
So you're saying get some nice fruity notes, some nutty notes. Okay.
got that rye smell in there.
Yeah, you know what? The more I smell it, the more I
That
do.
rye comes out.
And a little bit. So
There's one particular note that I'm getting.
I'm getting a little bit of licorice on there.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah.
You can smell almost that spearmint
Like
minty rye.
think like you're smelling like a sambuca or something like along those lines, you know?
Right.
And you could kind of smell it when you start thinking it.
That black licorice.
Yeah, that black licorice kind of note. Yeah.
I like that note.
Yeah. I'm not a big licorice fan, but, I know often sometimes you smell something and you taste it, it's totally different, so.
Good and plenty.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big licorice
Taste
fan.
it? You ready?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
All right, let's do it.
Good flavor.
Wow, that's really good.
I'm kind of getting a bready note, like a rye bread, which would make sense.
That licorice stands out, though, on the mouth, at least for me.
Get some of that licorice.
Because I mentioned good and plenty, but it is like that sweet candy, that candy shell with the licorice. Like it's definitely sweet.
Yeah, definitely sweet. I agree to that. And I get that. You know what? I get some slight nutty notes too on the palate.
Slight spice, but not too bad.
Good spice.
Actually, I feel it more now. Now the hug is coming in now.
Yeah.
I didn't get the hug on the first sip. It was like a delayed hug.
Yeah.
It's there now though.
You feel it.
I feel it.
It's like that. It was almost like that hug. It was reluctant to hug you, and then it said,
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? I'll hug you.
Yeah,
Come here. Yeah. Finish is good.
It's good. It hangs out just enough.
Yeah, it's a nice finish. I'm trying to see. I feel like the finish, that some of that nutty lingers a little bit. And some of that licorice kind of lingers a little bit too. Are you getting that at all? Or? Okay.
Mix it with a little bit of water. Ooh. A little bit of water, and then on the lips, it gets almost a little spicy there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little black pepper, a little pepper.
Sure.
You know?
I could say that. Yeah. I've been on a more of a bourbon kick lately. My ryes have kind of taken a back seat lately. I find I haven't been doing as many.
I haven't had a rye in a while.
Yeah.
Either, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And this is gonna probably kickstart it now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
go back to ryes. Yeah. Do you have a lot of ryes at the house or no?
A few,
Yeah.
not a lot, but
Yeah.
a few.
I think it's solid. I'm trying to remember. I'll be honest, I don't know, because even when I paid for it at the time, it might have been cheaper than what is going for nowadays. It's tough. I know you're gonna look on the internet, but it's tough because
I don't think this is something you can walk into a Total Wine with.
Yeah.
And find. Wow.
So Old Overholt.
Wine World and More. I mean, this bottle is looking. This is a 10-year that I'm looking at.
I seen 11-year here at Nestor Liquor for 100.
There you go. This is saying 90.
But I feel like that's a little high.
Yeah.
I don't remember paying that much for it. So, but once again, I think the prices have changed a lot over the years. So.
Yeah, this place is selling it for 90, but I don't know where it is. Or I've never heard of it.
Well, plus it's an 11-year, and if it's still, maybe it's got a little bit more demand or something. Where people are like, oh well, they can get more for it now.
Right.
But yeah, I guess.
I like it though. It's very good.
Yeah.
I think it deserves a little bit more than just sitting in the graveyard.
Yeah. I don't know if I can get it how easily. It's not something I see at the stores necessarily, so maybe I want to savor it a little longer. I don't know.
True.
I only have the one bottle of it, so.
True.
But good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm glad we put this on. Cheers to
Sure.
Old Overholt, that old fella.
Old fella.
All right.